Alright, let's dive deeper into this shocking incident that unfolded on the red carpet at the TIME100 gala. We're talking about an event that should have been all about celebration and recognition, but instead, it turned into a spectacle that had everyone buzzing, and not in a good way. Meghan Markle, a woman who has walked the paths of royalty, found herself facing a reality check that night. Now, let's set the scene. It was a star-studded evening, where the elite gathered to honor the most influential people of the year. The air was thick with anticipation, and the red carpet was rolled out for those who had truly earned their place in the spotlight. Enter Meghan, clad in a stunning designer gown, strutting down the carpet like she owned the place. But what she didn't see coming was that her royal title wouldn't shield her from the harsh truths of the evening. Jalen Hurts, the NFL star known for his leadership and resilience, was there to celebrate his own achievements. But as Meghan approached him, expecting a warm reception and perhaps a moment in the limelight, he delivered a blow that echoed through the crowd. His words, "You're no duchess here," stopped the trash, cut through the chatter and left onlookers in stunned silence. It was a moment that would go down in red carpet history. Eyewitnesses described the scene as electric, the tension palpable as Meghan stood stunned, her expression shifting from surprise to indignation. It was as if time had frozen for a moment, and everyone around them held their breath. Here was a woman who had spent years navigating the complex world of royalty, and in an instant, her self-proclaimed status was stripped away in front of a crowd that had come to celebrate not just her, but the accomplishments of others. But let's not forget the backstory here. Meghan has always been a figure of fascination, someone who has walked away from the royal family, seeking autonomy and a voice beyond the palace walls. Yet, that night, her desire to be seen and acknowledged clashed dramatically with the reality of the situation. She insisted on being treated with the same respect she claimed to have, but this was a different stage, and her past affiliations didn't hold the same weight as they once did. As she attempted to interrupt Jalen during a scheduled press interaction, it became clear that she wasn't just looking for acknowledgement, she was trying to reclaim a sense of power that had slipped through her fingers. But Jalen, unfazed and resolute, wasn't about to play along. His irritation was evident, and the way he turned back to the press, leaving Meghan behind, spoke volumes. It was a rejection that resonated with everyone present. Now, imagine the aftermath. Meghan, visibly shaken, stormed off the carpet, and her team scrambled to manage the situation. Reports suggest that she was furious, her face a mix of anger and embarrassment. An attendee commented, she thought she could be royalty here but faced more backlash than Jalen ever did on the field. This wasn't just a slip, it was a public reminder that the world of celebrity operates on a different set of rules. In a desperate attempt to regain control, Meghan reportedly sought to file an official complaint, hoping for a public apology from Jalen. But here's the kicker, the TIME100 organizers shot her request down. They made it clear, this event was about celebrating true accomplishments, not indulging in self-proclaimed titles and personal privilege. It was a sharp reminder that respect is earned, not demanded, and in that moment, Meghan was reminded of her place in the hierarchy of Hollywood. What's more revealing is the reaction from the other celebrities at the event. While some offered her lukewarm words of comfort, many chose to distance themselves from the drama unfolding. A Hollywood insider remarked, "No one here is obliged to treat her like royalty anymore. That time has passed, and she needs to adapt." It was a stark realization that in this industry, titles don't matter if there's no substance to back them up. And then, of course, there was the explosion on social media. As videos of the incident circulated, the hashtags #NoToDuchess and #Hertsitshard began trending. The online discourse was relentless, with people weighing in on both sides. Some sympathized with Meghan, arguing that nobody deserves to be publicly humiliated, while others reveled in the drama, applauding Jalen for standing his ground. It was a wild ride, and the entire world seemed to be watching, dissecting every moment of that fateful evening. So, let's take a step back and look at the implications of this incident. It serves as a powerful reminder that in the world of fame and celebrity, perceptions can shift in an instant. Meghan's experience at the TIME100 gala was not just a personal embarrassment, it was a reflection of how the public views her now. The royal fairytale she once embodied has become a controversial narrative, and this incident only added fuel to the fire. What does this mean for Meghan moving forward? Will she continue to cling to her royal identity, or will she adapt to the reality of her situation? As she navigates the fallout, the question remains, can she reclaim her narrative, or has the public already made up its mind about her? And let's not forget about Jalen. His response was not just a moment of defiance, it was a statement. A reminder that in the world of sports and entertainment, authenticity matters. Jalen stood firm in his truth, and that resonated with many. The balance of power shifted that night, and it's crucial to recognize just how quickly things can change on a public stage. As we wrap up this discussion, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on how Meghan handled the situation? Was Jaylen justified in his response, or did he cross a line? This incident is just the tip of the iceberg, and the conversation is far from over. Drop your comments below, and let's keep this dialogue going. And remember, if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth discussions on the latest celebrity news and controversies. The world of fame is ever-changing, and we'll be right here to dissect it all. Stay tuned, because this saga is far from finished, and the red carpet will continue to reveal the truth behind the glitz and glam.